Let's
Hey,
go.
what is up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Africa is Next podcast. Vuvuzela noise, vuvuzela noise. Yes, we are excited because we're about to talk about Lazarus. I mean, we're excited to see each other. Lazarus, we'll discuss. But I am here with the two compadres. I am your host of Africa's Next podcast, Buckmeister Cul. You can find me on my two channels, Buckmeister Cul Reacts and Meister Geek Media. You'll find all sorts of stuff there. Recast the Chala campaign, guys. Just,
That
just,
one.
you guys. A white man will rule Wakanda if we don't step in.
You need to give people context before they think of being racist. Yeah.
No, I don't need to give them any context. Just a white man will rule Wakanda if we don't step in. If we don't step in, our Britain will be up there in a place that's not supposed to be called. You will see.
Oh, what in the reverse colonization is this?
Hey,
it's called creative subtext. You see, this is what happens when you let a certain demographic write an African based comment about Africans.
It's a black man. It's a black dude who wrote this. I don't know why. Anyway, sorry.
Who's paying him? Which company is funding this entire thing? Come on, guys. I'm sorry. If there's a little too much snowflake, there's too much caucuses in the business structure for me to trust anything that comes out of them now. I was like,
Anyway.
I mean, did you see what they did with Lilo and Stitch?
Oh God. Okay. Anyway, recast the Charlotte campaign. Please check it out. Link in the description down below. Anyway, all of that good stuff. Go read Black Panther versus Kang, sitting on 3,500 views right now. 3,544, I think, somewhere there. So please go run those numbers up. Let's get Marvel noticing this, bruh. And then I want to introduce the actual owner of the channel, Mr. Extrodin of Mr. Extrodin. I mean, you know, Africa is Next, obviously. African Frame. So on Africa is Next, what we do is we're going to talk anime, we talk cartoons, we talk lots of stuff, anything in the geeky space. And then on African Frame, they talk film. So you get film criticisms, film breakdown. Sometimes you get a series breakdown, all of that wonderful, wonderful stuff. So make sure to subscribe to both those channels. Cinema Soda is coming up soon. We're going to be talking movies of the month. So you don't want to miss that and all of that good stuff. And yeah, and also keep an eye on the space. You know, Mr. Extraordinary has got some properties coming out. One that we're working on very hard right now. And when it drops, it's going to be fire. So you make sure you don't want to miss that as well. All right. Speaking of drops, we have got Mr. Tebello Khala, the Golden Dragon, who is working on his own manga right now. As you can see the image behind him of War Angel. So that is also dropping. Has it dropped or is it dropping?
August.
It's dropping August.
We hope.
2 months from now.
No, it's dropping. Okay, it drops when it drops, okay? But War Angel is coming sooner than later. You definitely don't want to miss out on that.
One of my most popular videos is that's out on my YouTube right now is me announcing this thing coming out in August. So I'm like,
yeah, don't be like Dr. Dre with that Detox album. My nigga,
anyway,
talking about
make sure
that
you're subscribed to KC Media so you don't miss this new OG IP coming out in War Angel. Look, the story is
all I'm gonna tell you is do you want another Fire Festival? Do you want to go there and see nothing? Yeah.
And on KC Media,
I'll be making money either way. When Netflix calls me for a documentary, like count down to nothing.
Anyway, so KC Media, what do we have on KC Media? We have 2 podcasts on KC Media. We have got the Geek Spot, which is going to be dropping an episode soon-ish with a local South African celebrity. Yes, I said it. He was on TVs and all of that stuff. He's on a Netflix production right now and all of that good stuff. So hey, we know people.
Apparently.
Yes, and we have also got the Nerdgasm podcast, which also covers a lot of your. Oh, I'm getting messages. Sorry about that, but anyway,
one of his many girlfriends.
Okay, yeah, propaganda. These days I'm not trusting a woman.
That's also there's context to that as well.
That's
Before people think
very suspicious to
he's being
say in this
misogynist.
month.
No, there's context to that. Okay.
Go if you want to know the context. Go to KC Media and check out Evil Cult. You will find all the context you need.
Part
That's
one.
covered. That's
There's
covered
part
on the
one and part two. Go watch part one. You'll understand everything because we were just as shook as like, talk about generational trauma.
So that's what we cover. We cover stuff like that on KC Media, and we also cover all sorts of other nerdy stuff. Anything you don't see here on Africa's Next that we haven't covered, you're likely to see it on KC Media's Nerdgasm podcast. But now that all of that is out of the way, let's get to some Lazarus.
All right.
So, episode 9. Can you bring up the synopsis there, Mr. Extrodin?
Oh yeah, just give me a second. Might not share the screen though. I don't know. Do you guys want me to share the screen?
You can.
Do you have anything illegal?
Oh, I mean, I don't know. Like, have you guys seen the recording? Because what Zoom does is that basically it jumps between our faces.
Yes.
No, it depends on the screen. Oh, okay. Which
Yeah,
view
that's what
option have you guys
that's what I'm
selected?
asking.
Oh,
No,
let me
because it
wait.
doesn't do the stack view like how they used to do it for Skype.
Yeah. No,
Mine
but also
still does it.
Skype actually also had that option. It's just that Tebello and I saw that it's not working for us. That's why we
Yeah.
didn't.
So no, which
Oh, so
what?
maybe Zoom. Okay, maybe Zoom has a. Yo, hey, go
Yeah.
us, go us.
So
Yes,
what you need. So okay, I'm getting word from Corpus right now. So what you must do is select view option and then select gallery. And then it will
okay.
fix us in position.
Thank you,
Because it's
Govas.
Wait, do you guys
yeah.
want do you guys want us to do that to do like we used to do it?
What?
I think so. Yeah, I think like if we can have the.
Okay.
Hey, Kanene, who's the other two guys?
There's Kobas, there's Manuel, and then there's Moses.
Hey, Moses, get Govas in line there. You know he's the intern.
Ew, guys, I don't know where view is.
You see Manuel.
What? The view.
What did you say?
Okay.
Show participants, no? Is that what you
No,
meant?
at the top there, you see there's a little red that red light saying recording.
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
Right
view.
next to it is view.
Okay, I see. Okay, thank you, Govas. Govas is
And
coming
then
in from
at
my
the
side
top,
as well.
because you're sharing screen, it's gonna take standard.
Wait, sorry.
So
Oh, okay. Standard, no?
Yeah. So that's
So you can do
show
so you
all
can do
three of
side by
us.
side. You can do side by side multi-speaker. Gobus is showing me side by side multi-speaker.
But standard is the one the one we currently have, which shows this big screen. And then the three of
Multi-speaker
us
view
at the top.
activates for 5 or more participants. So that's not gonna work.
No,
Yeah,
it's working on my side.
If you're using multi-speaker or side by side.
I'm using side by side.
There's no side by side for me. It's speaker, gallery, multi-speaker.
Because you're recording.
Oh, okay.
Okay, can I share my screen and see if this works?
Sure.
Are we doing okay, guys? You know this type of channel now. We are always you're part of the production crew now. Welcome. So we are now going into the production phase. If you think
I don't know if it's gonna cancel mine out or what, but
no, it's just sharing a screen. You're still recording.
yeah, I mean, you guys can't see my screen at the moment.
No, we can see your screen, but we're worried about the.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Worried about the.
I'm just saying. I don't know how to stop sharing it.
No, it's gonna be fine. Or doesn't it appear like this when you upload? Because for me,
No.
Still
maybe
does.
you don't get me. Buckmeister wants to share his screen from his side, so I don't know how to stop my. Oh, stop share. Okay.
There you go.
All right. Then I want to go to share. Yeah. Before what?
Before go to share, Mr. Extrodin, what is your current view setting?
It's I think it's gallery.
All right. I am screen sharing. And okay. I want to go back to Zoom. Whoa, okay. Show meeting. Thank you. And then I want to say view. Oh, okay. Took away the options.
Yeah, because you're the host.
Okay. So I said multi-speaker. Can you guys see my screen?
We still see your
You can
screen,
see your
everything.
screen, yeah.
Can you
It's just
see?
that
Can
Let's just continue, guys. I don't think people.
all right. All right.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right. Okay.
Can you just show the episodes, the episode lists, and so that I
Do,
can
do, do,
just
do,
read out the episode?
do. Is it only going to be 13 episodes?
you hope. I mean,
No,
oh
that's
no.
bad.
What do you mean?
I'll explain because I think it's hurting the show. But anyway,
It's hurting the show.
Please go down. Okay, so it says this is episode 9 that we're on. It's called Death on Two Legs. It says an inquiry is held at the Pentagon to determine the future of Lazarus, where information emerges that prompts Schneider of INSCOM to hire an assassin.
okay. So the way this kind of opens is we kind of open on Chris waking up from the previous adventure.
Yeah.
Why is my screen share paused? Why is it saying it's paused? Oh, okay. Anyway, doesn't matter.
It's straight during Pride.
Okay, but anyway, yeah, this one opens up. We get Chris waking up from their previous adventure. She also is immediately looking for Axel, which I think it's okay. Watanabe, are you doing this? Like, if you're doing this, hurry it up because we don't need another side plot.
Yeah, look, dog,
Like,
I think I told you this before. Chris is Faye, bro. Axel is Spike. Like,
yeah, but I'm just saying, hurry it up then. Like, already you got 30 side plots going on. I don't need another one.
yeah,
Just if they're gonna bone or if they're gonna date, just get it over with.
you know what, Tanabe? I don't think he does that stuff quick. I mean, we only really saw Faye's true feelings towards Spike at the end.
Which was so annoying. Also, that's what made me scream. Go with him.
So that she
Just
can die?
go. No, like I'm saying, she had a working ship with a machine gun. She didn't have to be inside the building, but she could have been firing at people outside the building.
No, Spike didn't have to go anywhere. Like he should have just stayed
No, also Spike. Yeah, I'm saying Spike himself. Why did you leave?
Exactly.
We'll talk about Cowboy Bebop because I was just like, dog, this doesn't make any sense to me. Your whole thing is supposed to be, it is what it is.
You guys have not convinced me to even bother watching Cowboy Bebop. The way you guys have been bitching and moaning about it.
No, look, it's a great series,
good.
but there's just stuff in it that I'm just like, the way people praised it for me when I went to go watch it, I was like, I see where the praise comes from, but some of these story decisions just don't make sense.
Cowboy Bebop is
and I'm like, there's not
globally
there's not enough style.
To be one of the best anime ever globally.
Yeah,
global.
Yeah, and I'm saying, like, I can see where the
Neon Genesis Evangelion, but you go and see me watching that ever again. I was like, oh, guys, what is this?
No, it's not Evangelion. Trust
and
me.
Samurai Champloo. And
no, it's not Samurai Champloo either.
I'm just saying there's just some story decisions where I'm just like, look, you did this for style and not substance.
Yeah.
And I feel like
I think just watch the movie. Just watch the movie. You don't have to watch the series.
Yeah. And where I'm at, and I think where I'm at in my career as a consumer and as a person who's starting to produce some of this stuff, I feel like whatever your story is aiming to do, that's fine. Like if you're trying to depress people and you want to make people cry and all of that stuff, that's fine. Like I get, like with Game of Thrones, right? I'm not a fan, but I saw that the writing was impeccable. When the writing is impeccable and they're making logical decisions that pertain to the rules that you've set up in the world, that makes sense. But
it's like watching that famous thing, like seeing an expensive art painting, you know? You can say it's not for me, but I can get why people pay a lot of money for it.
Yes.
Yeah, like.
Yeah, because I don't get it. People be like the Mona Lisa, and I'm like, all right. But I mean, you know, maybe it's because I'm an anime head, so anime's ruined my art taste or whatever. I don't know. But like, what I'm saying is, like, Okay, let's just get back to Lazarus. So, yes, it opens up, and then apparently there's supposed to be a hearing with Lex Luthor in glasses, and he's going to this hearing, and I mean, he's not nervous because, of course, and the hearing is it's so nonsense. Like, this is what I'm saying about the series, right? My problem now is that also they're speeding. Like, I was looking at like the 25 days and the 21 days and all of that stuff, because during this trial Skinner releases a video where he's just like, so you guys are just not looking for me, you're worried about some political tension, what when Hapna is around the corner about to kill people.
Y'all seem like you don't care about this whole situation.
So let me up the stakes.
The first person who gonna die is me. Peace.
And you know what? Respect to Skinner, because a lot of people who are quote unquote extremists, they don't do that. They don't live by their word. You want to know how I know? Osama bin Laden was the leader of the Taliban for way too long for him to be about what he was about.
The views expressed.
Yeah, I was like, you know what?
No, I'm saying that guy had how many videos? That guy had how many videos, and he's supposed to be a suicide bomber. You're supposed to be changing leaders every week, Chief.
It's
the views expressed.
Anyway, my point being is that
your
a lot of people
disclaimer's working hard today.
Yeah,
that's all I can say. That you know, work.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, anyway, yeah. Buckmeister Cul at Meister Geek Media. Go leave your comments there. Help my engagement.
And there is no disclaimer in that one, so go ahead.
Yeah, I'm out there disclaimerless.
You're out there naked. You don't have any protection.
Jesus
you're going in raw.
What's gonna happen to this show once I'm no longer part of it?
I don't know, Shane. You're strong.
Your thingy, your thing will be consistently thingy. Your disclaimer will do its job.
Anyway, it's gonna ask for a raise, my guy. What in the nerdgasm level of stress are you putting me? I need a raise. A disclaimer. You're in a different channel, and why am I protecting him I'm in the KC Media channel? Why are you leaving that man?
Anyway, I think we skipped something. We skipped the discussion between Doug and Axel, because that's before the meeting.
Oh, right. That's before the meeting. Yes. So
they're having a lovers conversation.
Yeah, so Doug and thingy, they kind of meet up, and they're just like, oh, hey, something is going on. One of us might be a spy. And then he was like, and here's the other thing. What I'm struggling with is that I'm like, you guys can't be picking up the pace. These story threads that you're trying to do now, they need time to breathe and develop. Like, if Lazarus is supposed to be a family, we need to actually spend time. Like, this is what I'm saying. If you guys were actually spending time as a family, going on these missions, doing these missions together, building a camaraderie, and then you come to episode 15 or whatever, and oh my God, Leland was a spy, then we have something to work with. But you dropping this now on episode 9 after we barely spent time, because we haven't spent time with these people.
No, we haven't.
Not really.
Yes, my immersion is so broken that I didn't even care. I was like, oh, okay, that's interesting. Oh, that's my level of immersion right now. So that's why I was like, I'm so I must give my props to Buckmeister. It's like, you're still so engaged in this story to have the chutzpah to try and to pick out the things that are not going on. I am so 100% done, and this was like my rule. Like, okay, so you're having a report session. Well, it's now I found that it's day 20, and everyone going to die.
And like, fine, let's say that the regular citizens don't believe the conspiracy theory. Maybe they just see Skinner and they're thinking, this is nothing. This is just a guy who's got YouTube or whatever. I'm going to go about my regular life. You, as the committee of super spies and agents and agencies, you know this is real. You
Yes.
know this is real. You saw the monkey die. The monkey is dead. You know
There you are.
Skinner's for real. But no, we have to hold a press conference. What?
We have to have an imperial class meeting to discuss your conduct in the field. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought there's an ongoing. Can we have this thing after?
I never thought I would have met a group that was less stressed about Hapner than Lazarus. I'm like, you guys are really worried about the political tensions now?
But anyway,
Extrodin, what did you think?
I feel like you cut yourself while you were still explaining what's happening between Doug and
Oh, damn it. Okay. Okay, focus. So anyway, Doug and Axel are explaining, like they're discussing the Leland theory. And basically what's happening is that Doug is saying that after we catch Skinner, they're probably going to want to take us out because we may know too much.
we know too much about their secrets and stuff.
Yeah, and it's just like, oh my God.
So it just seems like they're not trusting the organization at this point. And
again, a nice plot thread, but this is early.
no, but I also feel like, I mean, that's the only time they show those two characters. I feel like they needed to put them in this episode because Chris and what's her name? What's the hacker's name?
Oh, Elena.
Elena. Chris and Elena, they have something going on there, which is fine. And then, Leland has something happening with Hirsch and their boss. So they just needed to find something for Doug and Axel, I think. But
Not a bad idea, but like these ideas need breathing room. Like
the pacing
plot
is
to
definitely
develop.
uneven. The pacing is uneven.
Okay. I'm going to give you what I think is going to happen, and rather another prediction. Whoever made Lazarus is gunning that it was somehow thinking it's going to go into season 2.
But that's why I'm saying you should have split it up.
That's not Watanabe's style, though. He's not a season 2 type of guy.
But is this the type of writing that looks like it's indicative to a one-season show for 13 episodes?
I really think
there is anime like this. We cannot pretend like there's no anime like this or live action series like this. They are a lot of series like this.
Sure, but I'm just saying your premise. We need time and development, Chief. You've got like several characters that we're supposed to be invested in, and you're not even spending enough time with them. Like this is like the other thing is, right? If they had, because I'm looking at the end of the things, right? They're speeding up the process. Skinner even says in this episode, it's been 20 days since my announcement. I was like, 20? Yeah, then I went and looked at the math and I was like, so you're skipping days?
Yeah.
But why?
Because they're still suffering from the biggest problem that the sense of urgency isn't there.
But I'm saying don't skip
it's a writing problem. The way they've written this damn thing is that I don't feel the urgency of the end of the world is coming. It sounds like just another episode of Law and Order. You know what I'm talking about? It's like an investigation type thing. I don't see.
I think what could have worked was if the world leaders were having a conversation, maybe at the UN or something, and then Skinner's video only popped up there. No one on Earth knows anything except for the world leaders at the UN, right? So they decided that the media is not going to cover it. They decided that nobody's going to panic, and then they're going to hire a team that's going to investigate this guy, yada, 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 chitty, chitty, bang, bang. That would have made perfect sense. But the fact
from the beginning, yeah.
But the fact that even Skinner is saying the media is not covering this and all of that. And I'm like, that doesn't make sense because everybody is watching this broadcast anyway. You are the media at this point. So why are you
No, I look, I get what he's trying to say, but my problem with what he's saying, right, is that one, yes, like you said, he's the media. Two, if he's trying to get the ball kicking along, shouldn't he have been doing that from jump? Like, why is he making the countdown quicker now? Because he already knew people were slow to move in the beginning. Like, I don't get what Skinner's goal is. Is it to try and get people to work, to force people to get to work, to make them work together like Ozymandias and the squids?
I really don't know. That's why I feel like part of me feels like that's not the real Skinner.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, I think this thing is like, also, did we need a side plot where they go to a hearing that where we eventually know what's going to happen? No one went into that hearing thinking they were going to disband Lazarus now.
I think someone in the writing team eventually started thinking that, wait a minute, why aren't these people, you know what I mean? They start asking the relevant questions.
But it's late.
By
You
episode
should have
9.
asked that. Episode 9.
Yeah.
This should have been a conversation after Popcorn
On episode
Wizard.
3, bro. There should have been a conversation on episode 3.
Now,
Like after Popcorn Wizard waxed them hacking style, they should have been calling them in to be like, you made us put on this whole spectacle.
Anyway.
I
agree with that. So
no, I mean, like, okay, let's continue. So anyway, then eventually, yes. So Doug
we
and
realized
Axel
that,
and all of that stuff, and
Leland.
then yeah, is a spy.
Oh, wait, before they get to Leland, so let's just call him Lex Luthor because I forgot his name. The leader of Lazarus, basically, the one who calls the shots, the Professor X.
Yeah.
He greets two characters who we're gonna see later on. One is like a military soldier type, and the other one, I don't know.
Shady as hell.
Both of them are shady as hell. And
no, but the military guy shook me more because it's like you seem to be stand up, so I don't know why you're going along. But anyway,
also the black guy has to be shady. Dang. Anyway.
No, I mean, I'm just saying the thing is he seems like a regular man, and then the other guy, obviously, he's got the anime glasses going that has the light sources where there's no light source. But anyway.
Anyway, what happens again? Oh, Lex Luthor's assistant is the one that's actually informed that no, Lex actually knows these two guys, but he knows the militant guy more than the glasses guy. And yeah, the assistant is just insinuating that, okay, the glasses guy might be your rival, nemesis. What's going on? I don't know what that is, or what how that's important, but okay. Yeah.
You know what's the funny thing? This whole time we haven't gotten to the part, the thing that pisses me the most about it pisses me off the most about this episode.
We're getting
I'm still
there.
realizing that, you know?
Yeah, anyway, they have the hearing. Buckmeister has already mentioned some of the things. Then we find that Leland has been a spy all along.
Is it really that much of a surprise? Because what the hell was he doing in the group?
No, yeah, but also,
kind of makes sense.
Also, I'm just saying, why are you not dedicating this resources, this manpower, all of these things to finding Skinner?
Yeah,
because they need to. I guess they need to send out reports to whoever their leaders are, because clearly their leaders want feedback. I don't know.
But I'm just saying, so you hired Abra to be a spy. When is he going to have time to actually spy? Because remember, he's also looking for Skinner. This is such a nonsense setup, because when he was down there at the cult place with the cult AI, was he still sending reports?
Even then, I think it's just shock value for the sake of shock value that I'm feeling.
No, this is logistically it's bad, because I'm just like, of course he's got to say they're looking for Skinner, because that's what they're actually doing. The only time they actually veered off course was to go save Chris. What is this council?
Yeah.
And also, like, they don't go save one of the Lazarus members. then they're down a member and it's already 20 days in. Who are you going to find as a replacement?
That
And then
also,
they're going, oh, she's a Russian spy. She's a Russian spy. Y'all didn't know this before?
They didn't do their due
even
diligence clearly.
no, apart from that, she's a Russian spy. She's been captured by Russians. Wouldn't it be to your government's best interest to go retrieve her before she shares any sensitive information in the first
That
place?
she has, because she does.
Like, I would also like go get her back. Get her back or put her down. One of the two. You don't leave it there in the middle like, oh, okay, she's gone back home. Oh well, let's move on. No, hell no.
Yeah.
She knows too
Like,
much.
yes, she has actual, like, she knows Hirsch was a part of the team that was with Skinner. She know, like, also, if she's a Russian spy, right, and you welcomed her into your organization at this point, you don't think she did any snooping around of her own where she might have information that you don't want her to have? But anyway, and then obviously Skinner's video comes in. He tells everybody, "I'm going to kill myself." Great. And then everybody's like,
Yeah.
and then Lex Luthor starts
Now
laughing.
I know what it reminded me of. The way you're saying it. This whole Lazarus is basically what's the name of the guy? Skinner's attempt to he's been listening to D12 for too long because that's exactly what he's doing, revolutions.
Eh. No, it's more like when Zod and what's Superman's dad's name again? Kryptonian Superman.
Jor-El?
Jor-El, there we go. It's like when Zod and Jor-El were trying to tell the council the planet is blowing up, and they're like, "We must have an inquisition now." This shit is on fire.
That council is proof why Brainiac would do what he did. Is like, my God. Anyway, let me save my own AIS.
You stupid! Like now, there's literally molten
Brainiac would
lava
have
coming out the
survived either way,
ground.
so I don't think he cared that much.
No, I'm just saying, there's molten lava coming out the ground. Krypton as a planet is about to go.
Y'all still want to discuss?
We must have religion, and the heretics must. Oh God! If you don't take everybody in Krypton and put them in the Phantom Zone and leave the people who are destroying the planet and stuff on the planet so they can blow up with it, no. Okay, let's not do that. I'm getting sick of incompetent governments. Like it is too much now. Because I'm like, they're incompetent to the point where you don't even have self-preservation. Like, I know people are greedy. I understand. But if somebody told me tomorrow that the world is ending, no amount of money is going to change that. And I know for sure it's ending.
Is that my phone? Oh, okay.
Did I rant so much that your phone turned?
Like, I'm listening to music suddenly. Like, what the heck? Did you hear that?
It's my boss rant music. Anyway,
you know.
Yeah. And then Lex Luthor stands up and he's like, yeah, Skinner said everything I was gonna say. You really think we have time for this? And I'm like, you don't get to do that to me, Story. You don't get to waste my time and then say there's no time.
Yeah. Now enough about the plot. Let's get back to the plot.
You know what I've noticed, guys? I'm sorry to say this now, but it seems like we're the only one on YouTube talking about this thing.
Everyone's sick and tired of it.
Bruh, no, not even that. I haven't seen any review of this thing. The only time people were speaking of it were when they were talking about the trailer and that it's coming out. But I haven't seen anybody review this thing.
I've been watching channels that have been reviewing. People dropped it at episode 8. Like, we are not doing this anymore. Everyone dropped it at 8. I think 7, actually. They dropped it at 7. All the channels that I've seen we are the only ones who are in there. We are the only ones. Heck, even a channel much bigger than ours. Our Otakus Anonymous, they went like, you know what? We are done with Lazarus. We're going to talk about something else now. It's like,
like, the thing I hate so much is that this premise is so good. It's so good. But the execute, like, this is, you know what, ne? There's this thing going around on Twitter where people keep saying that artists are more important than writers. I want you to look at Lazarus. Lazarus looks beautiful. It looks amazing.
They're equally important.
Animated perfectly. Not perfectly. There's some things. But But I'm just saying, in Lazarus, stylistically, there's not like I haven't seen a shot in Lazarus where I'm like, this is objectively bad. Some of it may be choppy, but this is objective. I haven't seen it. But what's keeping us there? The trailer was fire. When we see the animation and we see Axel doing these things, everybody was like, oh man, this story looks good. It looks good. Now we're in the story. And Dololo.
Are you sure it's not it's not this thing wasn't written by a disgruntled Disney exec?
No, I'm just saying, just because something looks good, it doesn't mean it's going to keep you there.
Yeah.
I can talk to a woman who looks like freaking Angelina Jolie in her prime when she was doing Wanted. And she could be the most boring person ever.
Yeah, Angelina Jolie, about catching strays. Poor Angelina.
I said Angelina Jolie in her prime. I don't know.
Even worse. That's exactly
the views expressed. Oh my god.
What? There's a lot of people don't look. Okay, anyway, let me not continue that sentence. My point being, all right, let me take it to another example. Zendaya, there we go. I could be conversing. No, I'm saying I can converse with a woman that looks like Zendaya, right? Zendaya fine af. Nobody's going to dispute that. Zendaya's hot. Amazing. But then she could be like, anime is for kids. I'm out. We done.
Once again, this is your department. I don't have nothing to say about this.
Okay, I'm saying fine. Let's say you met him. Let's say Henry Cavill lookalike, right? Comes to your doorstep, and you seem to be having great conversation, and then he turns around and he goes, that War Angel thing you're working on? That's like a children's thing. Why you want to work on that?
And that you can't use that example for the gays. It's simple. We just smash and dash. It's like, you know what? You dumb as fuck, but it's so fuckable. So
Jesus Christ. Anyway, going back to this thing.
Going back to this thing. Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah.
So
after, go ahead, Mr. Extrodin, you got it.
So basically, Lex Luthor convinces them that they should resume this Lazarus project.
And then why is it every show we find a new unique nickname for these characters? Last one was Copano. Now this one is Lex Luthor.
Bro, at least Copano is still his name. Like we're calling a character Butternut because of his head. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The Busterlisk one. Anyway, so I guess the head of the executive committee or whoever that nigga is makes an executive decision and says, okay, we allow you guys to continue with Lazarus. Please resume.
You must catch him in 15 days. No,
10 days.
Anyway,
you've got temporarily got jurisdiction for 10 days.
When they get out of that thing, Hirsch punches Leland. I'm like, damn, Hirsch. Like, yo. She's like, yo, you need to give me a fright. And then Leland is like, well, basically what they do in that conversation, they just make us realize that Leland was in it all along because Lex Luthor basically informed him to play dumb. Like play like he's not aware of what's happening.
No, but I mean, at some point it's too much. It's like, dog, you were about to get set on fire. If you have special skills,
now is the time.
I think now's the time.
Yeah, but anyway, so it's revealed that Leland's dad and Lex Luthor are friends. And you remember in the previous review, we mentioned that we think like this nigga is a Nepo baby or something like.
Yeah, there we go.
We effing called it.
We called it.
Like.
No, but I'm just saying, you didn't train this, bro. Like, Bruce Wayne technically is a Nepo baby, but at least he went to go get training in the mountains. You didn't,
no one is a Nepo baby when it comes to the Tibetan monks.
Yeah.
Straight up. That doesn't work here. We don't do that here. Nepo what?
We don't do that.
Nah, nigga.
Nepo for what?
Roundhouse kick now.
We don't recognize your billions. We are going to teach you how to hypothetically survive in hell.
As a Gotham. This is not Gotham. This is not
We're gonna
Rain
teach you how
Man.
to. No, they're gonna. And then they started waving their hands and summoning hellfire.
Yeah,
And Bruce
like
is
and
like,
then
"Hey, man," and they're like,
yeah.
"Dodge!"
At the same time, you're gonna also teach her how to survive falling from space. Do you hear me? Like, what are your billions gonna do from space? Are you gonna pay? Are you gonna pay gravity to give you a free pass? Hmm? Jump!
Anyway,
Anyway, so
mhm.
yeah, then after that, as you can see, Lex Luthor, he immediately apologizes to Hirsch because I don't know, they're either a thing or they're old friends. I don't know, whatever. Leland, I guess he goes
He's
back.
his leader, Mus. He's
Yeah,
the leader, so it makes sense for him to apologize to her because she was blindsided. She has no idea what was going on.
which I'm just like, but what type of organization are you guys anyway? But moving on. So then Leland goes back and he feels bad for spying on the people. Which why?
Nigga, that was your job. What you being paid for?
Not only was it your job, but you were still doing the Lazarus job, and you didn't sell them out.
Mm.
You made an argument for them that everybody was kind of buying until shady anime glasses dude was saying, "Well, what about Axel?"
What
Yeah.
about Axel?
No, and then on top of that, we want to get into Axel's backstory now in episode 9 when there's 10 days to catch skin.
That's the thing that I hate the most about this episode. It was such a fantastic detour from the actual plot, and the only lead you have is a freaking pill thing that they found in someone's clothes. Oh my
Yeah,
god!
an
Oh
assassin
my
dude.
god!
Assassin dude wants to get rid of Axel now. One of the only people who might have a lead on Skinner, by the way. You're a part of the military. You're all
Yeah,
supposed to be looking for Skinner.
no,
All of
no, no.
those.
Okay, let's get to that. Let's get to that. So,
Okay, so then shady glasses guy and the military dude are in a car, and they're like, Axel is the guy we're looking for, and it's like people they don't know, and I'm like, we're really teasing. Okay, all right. Extrodin, you want to continue from here?
so basically, one of them suggests someone that they know that who can handle the situation or take care of Axel. Then yeah, we go to the park. Well, I think before the park scene, I think that's where what's her name again? This blondie, Chris
Yeah, Chris.
finds out that there was a pill in her clothes, but I think we get a flashback where she was talking to Leland or something. But anyway, she presents that pill to the rest of the team, to Axel, Doug, and um
Yeah, Axel, Doug,
Elena.
and Elena.
Yeah, so they're basically trying to figure out what's going on there.
Mm.
And then I don't know if you guys want to say anything about that, but after that, it's the park scene, I think.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah,
park
so then
scene.
we get this stereotypical meeting with the dude who is an assassin in the parking lot and is sitting and everything, and you know that Brad's just talking and handing papers to them, and then he's like his job is 30 million, he's a ghost, you won't meet him, yada yada yada. Obviously we have some multiple personality thing going on here. Oh, you know what we actually did, you know what
We
we
skipped
did,
the
we
part
totally
about the
skipped the
guy
beginning.
eating steak, yeah.
Yeah, whoa, okay. Anyway, it's the
I
same
need to eat.
guy.
I need to eat
So
a certain amount of protein.
yeah. So yeah, okay. So long story short, there's a guy, he eats protein at a place, he always frequents it, even though the world is supposedly ending, but okay. Then some random stuff happens around this guy where people are running on the street, and it looks like there's a I guess I want to say a mass shooter on the loose or something, which is and like people just fall left and right in front of this guy. And it's just like, is he killing them or
And
is it Hapna?
he's just nonchalant about it. He doesn't care. Like this scene probably takes like a whole minute or 2 minutes. We just see this guy
Yeah, but I'm
walking.
saying like, what was it about? And also, I want to ask you guys: do you think they put him on a walk cycle and just had stuff happen in front of him?
Probably.
Basically.
probably.
That's ingenious animation style.
Neat trick. I should probably Sharingan it. But anyway, moving on. Yeah. So back
As
to
long
where
as
we
you
are
don't
now.
make
For those
as long as you don't make your characters look like Gojo and Geto when they're walking.
Yeah.
Gojo sipping his soda. I'm like, these
God.
animators were just showing off at this point. What the hell are you guys
Yeah.
doing? But anyway,
which also brings me to my next question. What's up with anime nowadays trying to show overly detailed levels of food? Like, who are you trying to impress? We know
but
we've
they've
watched
been
Food
doing that
Wars.
for a minute now, eh? Probably for 10
Hey, God, I'm
hey,
sick.
no, Muna, Food Wars. Ever since Food Wars
Yeah.
dropped, everybody had to up their anime food game.
They're showing people
But
chopping
anyway.
onions with detail. Like, why? What's going on here?
Like, I feel so sorry for the animation crew. Like, I need you to animate chopping an onion. Fine. Thinly diced. I want you to make all the detail.
Hey, Muna,
Spend time making those vectors.
people eat food in Food Wars and strip afterwards. So they have
No,
to
the clothes
convince
magically
people.
fall off.
People have to but anyway, Kai, we're getting off track. So yeah, we're back at the park. They're discussing this guy's fee. He's going to charge them 30 million, but they need to do a test. So, and here's what I'm saying: this military wing, right? All these resources, like everybody was coming down on Lazarus. Like Lazarus, they took boats. Lazarus, they hopped on planes or whatever. They got like one ship, one military ship. They got one military ship to go and save Chris, right? These guys, it's tactical gear. It's like 2 helicopters.
Helicopters,
It's machine guns.
Yeah,
It's
there's like a whole ops team.
And I'm like, so you sent all of those guys to die?
To be killed, bro. To prove a point.
Like people have said, like I don't know how true this is, but apparently they say like it costs $1 million to train a Marine or something like that, or whatever. Like that's how expensive that program is, which is why they only want the best of the best, or whatever. So let's assume these guys went through some similar process. That's millions down the drain to hire an assassin to find the guy that's looking for the guy so that they can prevent the end of the world. Like, this is nonsensical.
It doesn't make sense at all.
Cool fight scene, I guess.
It would have made sense if that nigga was kidnapped or something, but no.
Or if the assassin knew Axel and wanted revenge. Oh, Tebello's gone.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know how this is gonna work because he's the host. But we'll see.
Oh,
because
boy.
I mean we're using his account, so.
Tebello, come back. Okay, but anyway. Yeah, we get a cool fight scene with the guy who apparently brainwashes himself to be a super assassin.
Yeah, so he's the actual assassin.
Yeah, so they've got some multiple personality because basically he's saying that whenever he's in that mode, he doesn't have a memory or whatever.
Wait,
yeah.
is it the same guy with the glasses?
Yes, it looks like it's the same guy.
Really?
I don't know. I'm not sure, but I didn't see like a transition change or whatever. It looked like he was still in the black coat.
Yeah, I was a bit confused because I thought it was him. I thought he was talking about himself initially. But then when I saw that other guy speaking in Chinese and all, I'm like, I thought maybe it's someone else.
Well, I guess we'll catch the reveal. I think it's the same guy. I'm not sure.
Because a part of me thinks like this guy is like a Watari, if you remember Death Note. But if it's like
but I'm saying I think because like he did the circle eye thing, so I think it's supposed to be the same guy. I'm not sure, but anyway, we'll find out.
Why would he do that if no one is watching him?
No, I think the idea is that maybe because he's got multiple personality disorder. I think this is a theory again.
Yeah.
You might be totally right, and it's a different guy. But I think the whole idea is that it's just supposed to add like a layer of mystery to him. that he's his own broker and his own assassin.
When he's in combat mode, he becomes someone else.
Yeah, I think that's supposed to be the idea.
Okay.
Tebello says that he's logging back in, so
All right.
hopefully we'll kind of keep it going until we can get him back in, so that we can close out the episode, because we're practically near the end.
That fight sequence was really good, though. I won't lie.
Yeah, but it's that thing of it was a stylish fight sequence, but like when you think about the logistics, you're just like, I can't keep asking why.
No, it's typical John Wick stuff where one person is fighting like 6 dudes and the other guys are just waiting for their turn, which still doesn't make sense. These people had
when they have guns.
like, shoot the guy. This is why this is why I never liked any John Wick movies, bro. Because for me, I'm like, there's 6 niggas with guns. Shoot this guy. I don't get it.
No, but I'm just saying, John Wick at least had a bulletproof vest and he had a legend to him.
Still, my G. Still didn't.
No, I'm saying, but there's at least aura intimidation here. These bras went in specifically to kill this bruh, and like 6, and also where is he stabbing them?
Yeah, that's
because they had protective gear.
And also, I guess one thing I would say about those John Wick movies is that, okay, most of the time the places were crowded, so it makes sense if those guys are just not gonna shoot anyway because they might kill civilians. Fine. This nigga is by himself in an abandoned building
against dudes with tech. That another thing about John Wick there. Those other bras didn't have headgear and they didn't have like a bunch of armor on them.
Yeah.
So if they get shot in the head, it's over.
It's chai.
This guy, I'm what?
Yeah.
I I get it. It looked cool. I'm not even gonna lie. Yes, like the anime part, Sakuga part of my brain was like, this looks cool. But I didn't get I'm not getting any reasoning for this. I'm like, this stuff that you're trying to set up now. And then also, like I brought it up earlier, them rushing, it's hurting the show. Just make it 30 days. I don't know why you want to rush the days. Just make it 30 episodes and split them both into 15 episode segments, have season 1 and season 2.
It just feels like, when a show gets canceled before it's time, kind of like a manga, where initially it was supposed to be 30 days, and then the editors are like,
we're not the numbers, chief.
the votes are not working, gents. You guys need to wrap this ish up. They're like, okay, sharp.
What's his name from Bakuman? Yeah, Mr. Popo.
Akira, his first name is Akira, but I forgot his other name. But I see the guy you're talking about. Like
the Kakashi basically.
I see that guy.
Yeah, it's like, hey, he stepped into the office and he was like, but
it's Chai.
Okay, am I back? I'm back. Hi.
Yeah. Ish, we missed you for a bit. We were just talking about the ending with the cool fight sequence that is nonsensical, and I was just ranting at Mr. Extrodin about all of this manpower to test an assassin. Why are you not using it to fight? And also, the same people that held a committee for Lazarus wasting resources are wasting resources.
That's not my biggest issue. My biggest issue is this is basically internal John Wick's great descendant.
But it's fine to be descended from John
and paste. I was like, the only difference is that now he's got a knife rope. So he watched Mortal Kombat once and he said, you know what?
And I don't know if you guys know Darker Than Black. But it gives Darker Than Black vibes.
Yeah, but to me, it's more frustrating that I'm just like, the whole thing is supposed to be about catching Skinner. You were in the committee. You know Skinner's a real deal. You know Hopner is real. You know Hopner is killing people. You know or it's killing monkeys. You know that Skinner said, I die in the next 10 days. and you send all of this gear, all
Just to
of
kill.
this content, just to also prove an assassin so that you can kill one of the team members of Lazarus who are also closer to finding Skinner than you are. And you're supposed to be sharp. You're supposed to be. I'm not a genius. I'm not the smartest person on the planet. But I think I have enough sense to go, maybe we don't, or I don't know, waste resources on an assassin trying to kill one of the members of the people looking for Skinner. Maybe
unless that guy is related to Axel, because I think he sort of kind of looks.
But even if he is, dude, just put your shit aside and find Skinner.
What? Okay, for me, I admire the fact that you're looking at it from a plot sense of we are still immersed in the story. From a writing perspective, I still find absolute BS because you're telling me in episode 9 now, or is it 9, that you're going to introduce an assassin specifically sent to go catch one of the characters, while still not giving us any leeway to the actual plot. Like there's a breakthrough, there is nothing in the actual story. We are getting a lot of side quests and another main story. This is
at the moment.
Yeah, so that's what frustrates me the most. Like, what the hell? We don't need another assassin super backer. We don't even
No, catch Skinner. Catch Skinner. Catch him.
So, from a writer's perspective, I don't get it. I don't get what they're trying to communicate in this point in time of the immersion. It doesn't make sense.
It just feels like it's more about the team.
Is it?
Becoming a family than anything else to me.
No, but I mean, they've had 9 episodes and they've not developed these people's relationships. Everybody is still the same people that they were 9 episodes ago.
Let's be fair though. Chris and Elena sort of have a bit of a relationship though.
But I'm saying I don't think that was developed. I think that was just there. I think they've always had that and now they're just showing it to us. It's not exactly a development.
Yeah, fair enough. I mean, also Doug and Axel have always given us the impression that they don't get along, but they really don't get along.
Okay, if you want to say development, Axel and Doug, sure, but it's just they just went from not bickering to talking to each other. It's not like there was like actual.
It's not development. It's just
I'm saying, Doug could have stepped in to save Axel's life. Axel could have spin kicked somebody to save Doug. I don't know.
Like it's not Naruto and Sasuke or Goku and Vegeta. You don't really feel any tension between them at all, actually.
No, you don't feel like they're a duo. Like this, and here's my thing that I think is just more important to that's just getting to me. I'm like, I feel like the only reason that Skinner is vurifying you is because all of you are team ADHD without the medication. Just side plot over here, side plot over there, side plot, and it's like
it's really
and
like
as a person who's got ADHD, if I have to focus on a task, where's the hyperfixation? Where's the hyperfixation to find Skinner? Oh my god.
Oh God. Anyway, so that's my big issue with this character. Apart from, I know people must have been having multiple orgasms watching that fight sequence. It did nothing for me because I felt no urgency. If they showed me that this is like the politician actually knows where Skinner is and he's trying to do his best to prevent the team from finding it because he actually low-key wants the world to end, I'd then understand, okay, they're hiring this assassin to derail the group so that they don't get Skinner. That makes sense. Now that I was getting it for the sake of this plot, I don't see the connection, and now you're trying to say I need to get, you need my buy-in to the plot, and I'm not buying it. It's sure.
By the way, Buck and I were talking about this assassin. We were wondering if it's the same person that was talking to the military guy and the guy with the glasses, or if it's actually a different person altogether. Like a Watari. So the guy who was negotiating is a Watari to this guy, Watari or Alfred. And then this guy who speaks Chinese is the actual assassin. Like it's 2 different characters. Is it 2 different characters or is it 1 character?
Have you watched that show that was based from Bruce Lee?
Which show?
The Hornet.
The Warrior.
The Hornet. the Green Hornet,
Yeah,
whatever it's called. Yeah,
yeah.
it's that type. I think it's that type of vibe. One is the hype guy, the other person is the.
Oh, okay. So you think it's two different people? Okay.
Okay, so one is
But
Alfred and one is Batman.
but it's like Alfred. Okay, yeah, that takes away
No,
from.
but like no, Green Hornet. The problem is Green Hornet is like it's if Batman was a frat boy and Alfred was the actual ninja.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say.
No, but
But
that wouldn't make sense if you're using Green Hornet because Kato, which was Bruce Lee, was the muscle, right? But here it
Yeah,
seems like the assassin is actually the one in charge, or am I, or is
no,
it
no,
the
that's
no,
other
no,
way
no.
around? Are you guys saying that the business head is the negotiator?
yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Like he's just using this guy as a front to make him seem more powerful, but he's the guy who's secretly running the organization, and he's just using this guy's muscle.
That's because I thought it was the same bruh, and I thought he just
Mm.
had multiple personality going on. But you know,
But that's just a theory because at the same time, I am so this is the amount of give and I actually have at this point in time. So like, oh, I know these episodes are aggravating me because like we've got 3 episodes now that you're telling me, and this is as far as gotten to the pride. These 3 episodes need to be as they'll have to be as epic as Sozo's
Forget
comment.
it. Forget
They'll
it.
it's
need
not
to be there. They
happening.
will need to
No,
bring
Tebello,
Sozo's
it's
comic
too late. It's
level.
too
Forget it,
late.
dog.
It's too late, dog.
Uh,
The thing is, we episode 9 in the game. Like, here's the thing with Avatar, we were invested from episode 1.
no, even common side effects. Guys,
Yeah.
the reason I even suggested this is because this is playing on Adult Swim and it came out exactly after Common Side Effects. That's all.
No, and I'm
No,
saying, like, if we take common side effects, right? Yes, there's problems in the writing there. We know. But they had us invested in the characters from Jump. We
100%.
and
cared about these
Now, even
people.
Delilah and Julius, even though we talk about the
Hey,
evil,
Munna.
but it's
Yeah.
dope.
Hey.
It's better than
You
this.
want you want to know, like, yeah, okay, art wise, yeah, Delilah and Julius is nowhere near Lazarus. Sharp. But you know which one I'd rather rewatch? I'd rather rewatch Freeze Ice Gun Ray that does not make any scientific sense. And I watch Delilah and Julius carry each other and jump on an avalanche that's coming down. Then rewatch Lazarus.
yeah, no, Lazarus lost a plot. I think
I'll see Delilah and Julius defy gravity any day because at least also Delilah and Julius, there's some interaction.
what's the name of the guy who created this Watanabe? Oh, darn.
Yeah,
Kinichiro
Watanabe
Watanabe.
Sensei.
Watanabe Sensei. This is I'm gonna say with all the love I have.
But he's
Uh,
not the writer, I don't think. I think he's just the
No, he's not
director,
writing
but
this.
still.
No, he's
okay,
not.
no, but ultimately he put his name on this, ne? Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
So yeah. It's not like we are going to yeah. It's not like it's something that Disney did where they bought Star Wars and then they're ruining it. George Lucas can put some distance, like they bought it. This you put your name on it, sweetie. So what Nami Sensei, this is like your Jupiter ascending.
Ugh.
Yeah. You thought you're trying to go for a V for Vendetta after you made the Matrix, but jiggy. Jupiter ascending, because what the heck?
Or Speed Racer.
Oh God.
Ugh.
So
Yeah, how does this end again? Yeah, he
it
killed
ends with
those
the
No,
killed
you
those
know what,
brothers.
Tebello, I think you're being harsh on those two. Actually, Speed Racer and Jupiter Ascending have nothing on the latest Matrix. He was being the latest Matrix movie.
okay.
That's
Now I didn't want to be
No,
that
no,
cruel
no. Lazarus is not the latest Matrix movie.
yeah, because I didn't want to be
I'll respect it a little bit.
okay. No, I think I would say
Lazarus is
watchable.
watchable.
I would say Speed
Lazarus
Racer
is
over Jupiter Ascending. I think Jupiter
Yeah, I'm just
Ascending
saying
is better.
Lazarus is watchable. That new Matrix movie, Chief. As soon as I saw Neo do this, okay, you can't even see me, but basically when he was doing
Basically,
this,
it's trying to do the Force, and it's
yeah.
not
He turned
working.
he turned into a Jedi.
yeah,
Yeah,
I
but
was
a
like,
Jedi that doesn't have the Force. He turned into Sabine.
yeah, Yeah, when I saw that, and then I was just like, and then I saw Yahya Abdul Mateen trying to do trying to basically be Lawrence Fishburne. It's just like,
Mm-mm,
nah, I'm out.
mm-mm,
I'm out.
mm-mm.
Bye.
Yeah, so
Thank God for
yeah,
streaming, because streaming saved us from watching horrible movies at the theaters. Eh?
I guess that's the one saving grace because imagine if I had paid good money. But this is a
Oh,
series.
oh, if I was in the theater to watch Matrix 4, I think I
I,
would have had to, the Wachowski siblings would have had to see me.
I just feel like they just made that movie so that Trinity can just have the same powers as Neo. That was the whole point of that
that's
movie.
well, let me tell you, if I were to watch that movie at the cinema, I would develop my manga Sharingan. It would be that traumatic. Like I would have gone straight past the normal Tomei Sharingan, straight into Mangeku. Out of and for some reason, I would still tap
I
into
know.
the
I feel
Kami.
like you even skip it and then you go straight to Rinnegan and then you're flying ho 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 ho
Out of nowhere,
ho.
you just see that I've gone into the Kami dimension because you just see like I need to speak to the Wachowskis now. What the hell is
Anyway,
going on?
okay,
I'm in the
let's wrap
cinema.
up. Let's wrap up. So yeah, fake ass John Wick kills all of these bras, and
Okay,
then
John Wick.
he gets the approval of the military guys to be like he's passed the test.
Yeah.
Your target is Axel Gilberto or whatever, and then I think that's how it ends, isn't it?
I would have laughed if they said if they so got your target is this guy. Who? Him. I'm sorry, refund, not him.
No, here's the other thing, right?
Why not?
If Axel is going to be powered the way he's supposed to be, because I just know what they're gonna do some bullshittery with this fight, honestly. Because I'm looking at this assassin guy. Yes, it's crazy that he's killing people who have military things going on. But if we
Hmm.
look at what Axel has done so far in the series,
Hmm.
he swam down under the pressure of the water and made a rocket fly upwards while holding a whole person and holding onto the rocket as it took them into the sky, and it didn't rip his arm off.
A damn torpedo.
he
A
was
damn torpedo.
he was front flip kicking people who are in military gear doing their thing and all of that stuff, and they were
If
shooting guns and he was dodging the bullets, like he was in the Matrix at some point. So I'm just
now I
like,
remember how ridiculous the comparison I wanted to make with that scene of the damn torpedo. It's as ridiculous as James Bond surfing a tsunami. For every Bond fan knows that this is the thing that broke the poor man's career. That scene.
and all I'm saying is that Axel has proven he's superhuman. This guy has just whacked some soldiers. I'm supposed to think now that he can take Axel. But they're gonna do it and they're gonna try and make it believable, because in the last episode they made that random dude who got one-shotted by Chris while she was sitting down
Yeah.
fight Axel hand to hand and almost win. And it's just like, now we're getting to Dragon Ball Z levels of inconsistency. This is his power level is over 9,000 all over
Yeah,
again.
all of a
Yeah.
sudden that guy is gonna be Android 17
To a Super Saiyan.
Axel.
No,
The
it's
fact
gonna
that
be
Android 17 fought a Goku
Super
Super
Saiyan
Saiyan
God.
Blue.
No,
Krillin.
Krillin.
Krillin fought a Super Saiyan Blue Goku, dog.
And everybody's like, no, Goku's mastering his ki or whatever. Well, no, in Super Saiyan Blue, Goku should sneeze in Krillin's direction and Krillin should just
Krillin
explode.
should,
KO.
his bones should crack, dog, at that sneeze. No.
But anyway, I just okay, but yeah, Lazarus, yay! I guess that's it. I don't think anything else of significance happens afterwards. I think that's how the episode ends.
Yeah, that's how the episode does end. They say, okay,
And then they
go kill this
have
person.
10 days.
Like I said, if for just humor, like who? I'm sorry, I can't handle that person. That man is OP for days. That guy is powered by the power of plot. I don't know which plot. And if there's one thing I can't assassinate, is the plot. So
Eh, that would have been cool. Like, that's the other thing. It would be so, like, I'd actually give them points it would be so hilarious if this guy tries to assassinate Axel and Axel just waxes him. That'd be funny.
Yeah, that would be a
And
Samurai
then
Jack / One Punch Man moment.
and then walks up to the exact government department and brings his unconscious body to him. Is like, next time you want to get me killed, please get somebody a little better than this. How much did you fleece off you?
Yeah, but anyway, you can close it out. You can close it out.
Yeah, all right. Well, if you're a Lazarus fan, sorry.
Because apparently there are fans out there. We had a titanic battle with one at Aphrodite.
Hey, Gary, we love you, bro.
Gary, you're not our man, and if you can't do it, we can, because clearly,
Whoa.
like something we don't, and yeah.
A villain arc, that's how it starts. It started when you are dissing your
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Cue the villain, cue the Azula theme song. Ding, 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 ding.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, guys, close
next
that.
time we see Gary, he's in a Nakatsu cloak. Real smart.
If you cannot forgive, what is going on? Why are you floating?
Yeah, but all right. But if you're at this point in the video, we do want to say thank you so much for getting to this point in the video. You are spectacular. Maybe you're stronger than Hapna. Please make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Ring the bell for notifications so you know when you don't miss a video. Will we finish Lazarus? Or ding, ding, ding. Africa's Next has come to a point with Lazarus where the story is getting a little bit rough to continue. But they know that they have subscribers that they must cater to. What will they
like
do
300
next?
of them.
What will they do next? Will they continue? Will they find the strength? Who knows? Find out in the next episode of Africa's Next. And we will see you all in other videos because Africa's Next has to be out for now. Okay, everybody? Peace.
Peace. Love and Afro Geeks.